Hi, welcome to the Bucks and Boudoir studio. If you're new here, my name is Alicia. I'm a boudoir photographer based out of Port Washington, Wisconsin, which is just north of Milwaukee, if you are wondering where the heck that is. We live in the age of digital everything, right? I mean, my whole life is basically on this phone, including a ton of photos. In fact, let's see. I have 3,938 images on my phone right now, including 800 videos. I mean, that is a massive amount of content just existing on this phone alone, let alone how many images are on my laptop. I don't even know. And something that comes up a lot with photography, now that we are in a digital age and not film, is people asking for digitals. Can I just have the digitals? I don't need anything printed. I don't want anything printed. I just want digitals. And hey, I get it because I'm in the same boat for a lot of things. Family pictures, I love them as digitals. I want to be able to throw them on a Christmas card and call it good. But at my studio, I am a firm believer in printed media and printed portraits. So yes, I will still give you digital copies. That way you can do whatever you want with them and they can go and be on your phone or your laptop. But I want to kind of chat about why printed medium is so important to me as a boudoir photographer. As a boudoir photographer, there are two big reasons why I love printed medium. And the first kind of ties into that fact I just told you about, having almost 4,000 images on my phone. We have digital clutter, just like we have clutter anywhere else, maybe in our home or our rooms or our bathroom, what have you. I have so much media on my phone and my computer that if you were to ask me to find something, it would take me forever to actually find whatever I'm looking for. Maybe you're more organized than me. I'm the kind of person who just snaps or downloads stuff and then it just stays on my phone in whatever text file or whatever date it got assigned. I do not organize my pictures at all on my phone. So yeah, it takes me a long time. And I know I'm not the only one because I'll be talking to clients and we'll be discussing like their wedding dress for their wedding or like how cute their dog is. And then they're like, oh, I actually have a specific photo I want to show you. And I have to wait for them to scroll and find it. Happy to wait. But I'm just like, yeah, relatable. I also need to scroll for 5 to 10 minutes before I find the one image that I'm actually looking for. The other day I was trying to find something for work and I actually just gave up. I know it exists on my phone, but I could not find it. So I just gave up looking for it. And I was like, whatever, I'll move forward without it. So if you're going to invest all of this time and all of this money and all of this energy and all of this vulnerability into such an intimate experience like a boudoir session, and then I give you your digitals, and then they get lost among the other 4,000 photos on your phone, what purpose does that serve? I want you to be able to get to your images like that, which when you print them and you have them on display, you can do. You know exactly where they are. I know where my boudoir album is. It's upstairs in my husband's nightstand drawer. I could find it in 2 seconds. I know where my metal prints are because they're hanging up on the wall, both in my bedroom, in my office, and in my husband's office. I've got 3 of them hanging up. I can find them in 2 seconds. I look at them every single day. So when it comes to something that you're going to invest so much of yourself into, why make it difficult then to find those images and return to them? And maybe you're like way more organized than me and this is not a problem, but I think for most of us, digital clutter is a legit thing that we have to deal with. And I want your images to be as accessible to you as possible. And that kind of leads me into the second reason why I think printed medium is so important. And that's because this is how we change the way that we feel about our bodies. We are constantly bombarded with messages about change this and be smaller and get rid of those wrinkles and da. And we got to find some way to combat that. And I think I know that by having images like this of you accessible or something that you see on a daily basis, that is going to rewire your brain. It's going to change how the neurons in there fire. And you're going to actually consistently build a better relationship with yourself just by seeing a photo of yourself every single day that you love. That is so important. I mean, it doesn't have to be necessarily out on an end table or a nightstand the way that like my ice blocks or my folios are. You can keep something tucked away, you know, like an album, for example, but you still know where it is. You know it's on your bookshelf and you can go and grab it any time that you're having a bad day. You know where this is in your home. You didn't lose it. You didn't lose track of it. And because albums or portfolio boxes or what have you, you know, they're such high quality, at least I know that the ones that my lab makes are, this is going to look incredible in 20, 30 years. So when you want to reminisce and look back and think about how far you've come with your body, this will still look amazing. Whereas, you know, a photo that you save digitally on your phone, you're going to be like 17 phones later at that point, right? Will you even still have your digitals, or will they be kind of lost to the, I don't know, passage of time? But you'll know where this is. And I know what you're thinking. Well, Alicia, I actually agree with you. I should print my boudoir photos, but I want the digitals. That way I can just do it myself. That works with a lot of genres. That works with newborns, family pictures, weddings, things like that. Boudoir is tricky. Who are you going to find to print your intimate nude portraiture? A lot of labs that we kind of all have access to have rules against that. Like Shutterfly, for example. I was just looking at their policies, and you can have nudes like uploaded and saved on their server or their cloud, whatever you call it, but they have rules against printing those images, and it's very subjective. So you might get one person who's totally okay with printing them for you and mailing them to you, and then, I don't know, you might get another person working there who's not. Not to mention, you have no idea who's looking at them. I know the people who make my labs, or I know the people who make my artwork for my clients. I have met them multiple times. I've sat down with them. I've eaten with them. I even taught at a summit that they host. The floor team who makes my images, they're all women. And they print almost exclusively boudoir images. So they know the genre, they respect the genre, they appreciate it. I know that images I send them will be respected and kept safe. I cannot say the same thing about a Walmart photo lab. I don't know. I don't know who's going to see those images. I know at my Walmart, when I go and print stuff there, there's like a 17-year-old kid working behind the counter. Do I really want him to have access to these kinds of images? Not really. Maybe it would be fine. Maybe nothing bad would happen, but I can't guarantee someone's not taking pictures of that or saving them for themselves. I don't know. So there's a safety level to printing boudoir images if you don't 100% trust the lab where you're printing them. Which again is why I do it for you. Like, let me take that stress off of your plate. Let me print them for you in a beautiful, elegant, stunning way. And then you don't have to fuss about it. You don't have to worry about it. And yeah, if you do still want digitals, you can have them. So for example, if you order a 20 image album, you're going to get those 20 images as digitals as well. That way you have them in both forms. Very fun to text your significant other. The occasional, you know, little booty pic of yourself. I get it. And that's why I think having both is really important. But to me, having something physical, it's like a physical affirmation, right? This is a representation of the way that you can feel in your body. We've documented it, so we know it's true. We know you can feel beautiful. We know you can feel confident. We know you can feel sensual, desirable, desired, you know, decadent, whatever adjectives are coming to mind. We know you can feel that way because we have proof of it, and it is in a physical form. Digitals just don't do that for me in the same way. That's why I offer both here at my studio, physical form and digitals. It's not very often that I offer just digitals. Normally, maybe like once a year, I might do something like that. normally around Black Friday. But the rest of the time, I just really want to offer physical artwork for my clients because I think it is so, so, so important that you have it and that you can return to it whenever you need a boost. I hope that makes sense. But let me know what other questions you have about digitals versus printed artwork. And I would love to know if there's anything you would love to see a boudoir studio offer in terms of printed artwork, because I'm always looking for new products and ways to kind of create something special and artistic and new with my clients. Right now, I primarily offer albums, portfolio boxes, and metal wall art for the wall. But if you know about something that would be really cool to add to my menu, please let me know in the comments. Otherwise, hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss any more cool info from the studio. And I will see you again in another video with a final reminder that if you do have digitals on your phone right now, images of your pet, your baby, your family, what have you, go and print them. Okay, stick them in a photo album because you are going to be so happy you did 20, 30 years from now. Those will be accessible. You will have those. You can look at them easily. You might not have any clue where those photos exist if they're just living on your phone, okay? So I'm going to leave you with that. Maybe they're not boudoir, but any photos you have that you love, go and print them right now, okay? As soon as, go print them. Go do it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.